In Fan, both roles of Aryan, the idol, and Gaurav, his fan, were played by Shah Rukh Khan. Our job was to make Gaurav a younger lookalike of Aryan with distinctive features. The entire transformation process included straightening his eyebrows, cleaning up under his eyes, removing his laugh lines, decreasing the distance between his nose and lips, adjusting the jawline, reducing double chin, and finally reducing the size of his nose. For the entire film, Gaurav was shrunk by 2.5 inches. Since the whole film had a handheld feel, we could not use motion control. So every time we shot Gaurav, we also shot clean plates with similar camera moves. We tucked in his neck, shoulders, chest, lines on his clothes, and even his hands. For a couple of bare body sequences, we went a step ahead to completely remove his muscles and abs to showcase a complete body transformation. For the double role sequence, we took extra care to ensure Gaurav's unique features stood out in front of Aryan. Since the actor's jawline was covered with prosthetics, it was impossible to show the stubble. For high-key sequences, we eventually projected images of a 2-day-old beard of a younger man to achieve the required look. The use of prosthetics also led to excessive crow's feet formation near the eyes, which required an extensive cleaning up of his face. This was an essential requirement for the VFX to support the director's vision. Single frames were created for almost 1800 shots, which provided a benchmark for the rest of the departments. We used contact sheets to bifurcate shots as per lensing. This gave us the ability to ensure continuity in the face mech and body shrink throughout the film. In the movie Fan, there were 3 major action sequences which required extensive work on recreation and generation of photorealistic environments. In the first sequence, we shot in a controlled environment with a 30 by 30 feet wall, having interchangeable windows. There was extensive work involved in the sequence to picturize a spectacular chase between the protagonist Gaurav and a few policemen. The idea was to show a back alley of a 100-year-old building in Mumbai. Thus, it required a lot of intricate detailing to add dust particles, debris, and garbage on ledges. It involved more than 140 shots to be rendered in CGI. Rendering this sequence took nearly 8 to 10 hours per frame. Finer detailing was added to the environment, such as moss growth on walls, cables connecting to the building, cloth simulation for hanging clothes. The photorealistic texturing helped us to showcase the wearing and aging. New plants with wind simulation were also incorporated to ensure photorealism and provide a thrilling experience to the audience. It was another challenge to recreate the topography of the city of Dubrovnik, Croatia. We shot tons of aerial footage of the city using an octocopter to gather point cloud data to generate an accurate and extremely detailed model of the city using photogrammetry. The sheer volume of textures and shaders was daunting. To further realism, almost every tile on the rooftop was given a different variation to avoid repeating patterns. Displacements were added to enhance the details. The paramount challenge was seamlessly blending the set building with layers of CG buildings, accurate atmospherics, and matte paintings and comp. We composited octocopter plates with a moving green screen shot using stabilization, tracking, and camera projection techniques in Nuke. For the climax, a terrace was constructed on a studio floor with a cyclorama. We had to use a lot of reference images shot of a building in Delhi and then use photogrammetry to create an extensive CG model of the structure with accurate textures and lighting details. It was essential to make the CG environment blend seamlessly with the actual set location.